Welcome back, all my future millionaire traders out there. We're going to deal with some technical analysis, just a little bit. I'm going to keep it very simplified in this portion. I know you guys are having a great day, so let's jump right on in. Money zones, golden gaps, Anyae's money zone, as we like to call them here at MTM.University. Why Anyae's money zone? Because, I wasn't taught this specific thing, but as I turned this into a deep science, and as I studied, I'm talking about hours on hours in the market, hours on hours on TradingView and on the broker, figuring things out and trying to simplify things more and more for my eyes and simplify things more and more for future traders' eyes. I said, hold up. These zones that I'm catching from time to time and seeing here and there, this is money. It's money in these zones. And so I just threw my name on the front of it. It was no ego thing or nothing like that, but I had to coin the term, So let's jump right on into it, guys. Money zones, golden gaps, money zones, golden gaps, whatever you want to call them. Anyae's money zones, if you want to call them that. Okay, so when we're thinking about money zones, I want you to think about trapping price, the idea of trapping price, which we talk about in other videos. I also want you to think about states of consolidation. Now, when you're trapping price, so you're seeing a money zone, it doesn't always have to be, side to side like this. It can come at an angle. It can come in an uptrend. It can come in a downtrend. Look almost a lot like a trending channel. It can look like that sometimes. But when we're dealing with the concept of a money zone, an Anyae's money zone, or a golden gap, ultimately we're dealing with consistent movement through that zone that's not being stopped hardly, if any, by any levels of resistance. I'm not saying that it can't at some point be affected by levels of resistance, but for the most part, we're just seeing clean, consistent movement. So let me give you an example. I caught a money zone right here and I marked it up for you guys. Look at that. Look at that clean movement. Look at that clean movement. Look at that clean movement. Okay. So, when you're trying to identify what is a money zone, you may see some clean movement in the zone. You may mark up the zone. Okay. Let's see if it does it again for a second time. Some clean movement again. Okay. I suggest, make sure you guys write this down. Make sure you guys internalize this. That once you see that clean movement in the zone that you've marked up once, I'm talking about red. You pretty much want all red or all green. There may be one or two candles in there that may be, the opposite color. But what you really want for it to be an Anyae's money zone, for it to be a golden gap, is for it to have consistency in candles. Now, most of the time, you definitely want candles that don't have too many wicks on them, but I'll still deal with just consistent colored candles, By the time it travels through that zone again, as you see right here, I'm ready to jump in on a trade. Am I saying over leverage? No. Am I saying that it's going to move consistently on that third time that it moves through the zone? Not all the time, but we're always dealing with probability. Probability showed us that it happened once. Well, actually, it happened right here as well, too. It happened right here. Actually, it happened here as well, too. It got a little bit shaky right here, but it happened right here as well, too. Where you see these bullish candles. It happened right here. It happened right here. It happened right here. So probability tells us that that there's a higher probability that it may happen here, and it did. Probability tells us that it may happen here. Again, nothing is guaranteed, nothing is perfect, nothing is certain. This is why we manage our risk. And we know that eventually it's not going to continuously do it. But, as time exchange traders, as price trappers, we're here to catch some consistencies and some patterns in the market. And when we see these consistencies, when we see these patterns, we jump on it, we get a couple of clears, and hopefully we've gained our percentage for the day. So we even see right here another one, that's beautiful movement. So then you would go into the concept of, you would either use your consolidation principles to play these money zones, these Anyae money zones, or you would use your principles on, your levels of breaking. Let's see. Or you will use concepts like we talk about in other videos of a break and a retest. You know, that's when we call it. That's what we call that roof tap. You see it broke, new candle open up, it hit his head off of that roof. It gave itself a roof tap and it pushed on down. Or you know, a good break and a new candle open up and a nice little push down when that candle starts to push down, you know, when you're dealing with momentum. So let me just give you guys some more examples of these Anyae money zones, because I want you guys to be able to just, whether you're on your broker or on your trading view, to be able to just see them. When you see it do, when you see it doing once, mark up that zone. Mark up that zone. Hold up. I got a lot of consistent candles moving through this area, Let me just mark it up to see if it does it again. So let's say, for example, you saw this right here. Okay, let me mark up this area. Okay, it did it again. Okay, boom. It did it again. Those are some of your clears. Again, is this the only way to trade? No. Is this going to be your main strategy? No, but it is consistencies, it's patterns. You know, is it 100%? No, nothing is 100% in the market except for understanding that the market is going to do what it's going to do. We just want to catch those consistencies and those patterns from within the market, and we want to manage our risk. Manage your risk, manage your risk, manage your risk. So let's see. You know, for those of you that are momentum traders, you could have caught maybe one or two plays from within here. You know, for you that just play it kind of safe, maybe you would just play, you know, one strong play in here, maybe a 2-minute and 30-second play or a 3-minute play in here. And then you see it came back through here, but it got a little ugly. So you leave it alone. Let's look for some more. Let's look for some more. Let's find more. Let's find more. Let's see if we can find more. I know we can find more. You can always find these money zones. This actually looked like one right here. Look at this. This is a small one. I like wider ones. This is a small one, but hey, it works for me. Look. Boom, money. Boom, money. Okay, it got a little bit confused. You leave it alone. Boom, money. Boom, money. Boom, money. Boom, money. Anyae's money zones. Money zones work. They work. They're not 100%, but they work. So what you need to start doing is training your eyes to be able to see them when they're forming, because it's much easier for me right now showing you, because I saw these and I marked them up. But I want you to get used to this. Looks like another one. This was another one right here. See, my eyes are trained to just see them. So I just see them. Look at that. Boom, money, boom, money. Okay, you saw it once, you saw it twice. Really, you almost saw it once right here. It was a little bit ugly. Well, so once, twice, boom. Third time, get you some money out of that. Fourth time, get you some money out of that. We see money. We see some clean money zones over here. One, it showed us that it showed us, you know, we got some more confirmation. Third time, going to get you some money out of that. Fourth time, going to get you some money out of that. Let's jump to another pair. So start practicing on your broker, so that you can learn to start seeing it when it does it once, when it does it twice. Third time, jump on in there and get it. Manage your risk. Don't over leverage. Never ever. We don't over leverage over here. We don't do that. Manage your risk. Manage your risk. See if you're gonna have to play it like consolidation. See if you're gonna have to play it like a break and retest. See if you're gonna have to play it like a clear break and jump in on a new candle. Let's see if we have one. Let's search. Let's see. See those clean candles right there? That's what I like to see. When I start seeing clean candles right there, I start looking for a money zone. Is it going to pass back through here with some clean candles? That's what I'm looking for. Practice it on your broker. Practice market it up on your broker. And see, that's a lot of consistency right there. I would be looking for it right there to push down with some bearish consistency. Same thing right here. A lot of that consistency. We see some consistency here, Let's see what we have. Let's see. We should be coming up on another one. I'm pretty sure you guys get the general concept, but I just want to always show you guys examples to make it easy for your eyes. Boom, we saw consistency here. Boom, we saw consistency here. Okay, now it's time to get money. Get your money. We in the money zone. Get your money. We in the money zone. Get your money. Let's jump to about 2 more pairs and see what we got here. Like I say, I know you guys get the general concept. You guys are uber intelligent and you guys are going to be future millionaire traders. I just want to make things easy for you. Okay, we saw it. We saw the consistency. Mark it up. We saw it again. Mark it up. All right, perfect example. It got kind of ugly right here. It wasn't clean right here. And that's what lets you know every time it's not going to be 100%. So let's get out of the regular world mindset of thinking just because Anyae said, or just because I saw this and I saw that, it's got to be with this. I know it's going to get that. It's got to be, or I know it's going to, or I see a perfect no. You have to be in flow with the market and you can't be too rigid. You have to be able to shift gears, shift in and out of gears and say, okay, now I see something I like. Okay, now it's getting ugly. Let me anticipate both scenarios. And what did we see here? Clear money zone movement. Clear Anyae's money zone movement. Clear Anyae's money zone movement. Get your money, get your money, get your money. Does it revisit? It doesn't revisit anytime soon. So that's okay. Let's go to the last pair. Boom. It was ugly over here. Well, really, that was some consistency. This was some consistency. It got ugly. It got ugly. It got ugly. So you should have marked it up from seeing these two right here. You should have marked it up. Okay, now what did we get here? See, this one wasn't perfect. We had a slight bearish candle in there, but it was still money to be made in here. Okay, here's your next one right here, pushing up with that bullish movement. That's money in there. Here's another one with the bearish movement. Money. Here's another. That was money. Here's another. That was money. Here's another right here. This was money in this area right here. So I want to keep it simplified. Consistency, patterns, trapping those patterns. Red, green, green. Manage your risk and figure out how do you want to play it. Do you want to play it like consolidation? Do you want to play it? Do you want to play it with your break and retest, or do you want to play it with your break and your new candles? This is the money zone concept. Take advantage of money zones. Don't only look for money zones in the market, but from time to time, when you see it, train your mind to mark it up, catch you some good clears from it, but manage your risk, guys. Peace.